Are you ready to make this bow with me? We're going to make it by hand. No special equipment needed. Let's go. And make a really simple hand bow that I know you can do. It doesn't take any special equipment, just ribbon, a way to tie off the ribbon like a wire or a cable tie, and then you're going to need some scissors. And I'm going to show you how. So the first thing you're going to do is you need to think about how long you want your tails to be on our bow. And I want mine to be, roughly 12 to 16 inches. You pick what you want, and I'm going to dovetail this just by cutting it and making that little V shaping in the end. And then our next step is, once you know how long you want it to be, we're going to just kind of lay that out on the table and kind of decide that's our length for our first tail, okay? And things don't have to be identical. When I come to the center, I twist it, all right? And when you're rolling your ribbon, sometimes you might just let it fall off the table and hit the floor, and it might be easier. The twist brings the back of the ribbon, the pretty side backward, so you flip it over so you're ready to make your next twist. And so that's what we're doing right there. And I'm going to start to stack up these twists, okay? The hard part of this is just holding it all in your hand. So I've got my first twist done. I'm going to bring it around. And you can see, okay, oh, it's starting to kind of shape a bow. I see one loop on each side, okay? And if I pleat that right there in the center, and I wanted to finish off, this would be a nice little simple, just 2-loop bow, one on either side. Of course, we're going to build up and we're going to make it even prettier there. So I'm going to twist, and we're going to add some more on this side, okay? So over here on the left, I'm going to put another loop in. I kind of gather it, and then I twist it. You can see I kind of switch hands there just to make it a little easier holding it. And now I've got 2 loops on each side, okay? And I could have the fun ribbon just kind of coming off, and that's a really pretty bow also. We're gonna go 3 on each side, okay? And then this time when you bring that third one, and I'm gonna go ahead and let this hit the floor because that's a little bit easier to maintain it. I'm gonna break this one a little shorter. So that way, you see how it goes between those two and it's a little shorter? Yeah, simple. Okay, pleat it, twist it, okay? So I can build up these layers slowly and steady. And look how cute. So I've got a kind of a tail coming off the back and a tail coming off the front. I've got a beautiful bow. Now here's where you want to grab your cable tie or wire. I use cable ties because they let it get really, really taut in the middle. And that kind of helps you hold this so pretty. So let's just take and gather that up and start to manipulate all of this and just flip it around. Look how pretty. Isn't that pretty? Oh my gosh, you guys. You did that all by yourselves. Now let me take this one. We'll cut it. And we're going to dovetail that too. Now, this back tail is kind of twisting on me, so I want to watch it. Get everything really nicely positioned. There we go. And now, go ahead and pull that tight. But you need a way to attach it to whatever you're putting it on first, okay? Instead of coming back and trying to put that in now. Alrighty, look at there. Simple bow. And from here you can build up and you can layer different layers of ribbon. But for our project today, we're keeping it pretty simple. Now, the little detail I like to add to the middle is I like to come into the middle and cover that with just a little piece of our ribbon. I'm going to grab our same ribbon, just cut a little piece, and I'm going to fold it on itself here. So you take and just fold it and go right down the center. And now look at that clean, finished, pretty bow. Isn't that beautiful? Just a knot back here to hold that in place. And you can take these, if you want these tails to show, just make sure you're showing the pretty part to the front. Like if you wanted these little pieces to come up, you could and trim them. I'm not going to use them, so I'm going to trim them off. But if you want to leave that piece long, you can have some more tails kind of coming up right from the center. I trim that off. And we did it. And you made this beautiful bow. All right, Bloomerinos, go have fun with flowers and, of course, ribbon, because bow making is not as hard as you think. All right, I'll see you next time. Bye.